I want to congratulate Dave on receiving the 2014 Award for Teaching and Leadership Excellence. It's very well deserved because Dave hasn't only been an excellent teacher to his students, but he's also been an excellent teacher to me throughout my time at Dominican. Dave seems to know a little something about every living thing on the planet, whether we're talking about microscopic algae, or invertebrate animals, or seedless plants, or frog development. Dave even taught me what kind of plant cells make up the stringy parts of a celery stalk. And I'm very grateful to him for sharing all of this knowledge with me and answering all of my questions. After just my first semester at Dominican, Dave invited me to sort of expand my teaching role in the biology department. And I'll always remember that meeting because I was really grateful to him for having so much confidence in my teaching abilities and being so supportive of me at such an early point in my teaching career. So I wanted to thank Dave for being such a patient and supportive leader to all of us in the biology department and for sharing his knowledge and his enthusiasm and love for invertebrate animals with us and with all of our students. We're going to miss you a lot when you retire, but again, thank you for everything that you've shared with us, and congratulations.
Hi Dave, congratulations on your retirement. I think I speak for all of us in the biology department that it is with a heavy heart that we say congratulations. We are excited for you, but we are also sad to not have you around on a daily basis so that we can knock on your door. When I came here to Dominican, you were the first person to really teach me everything that I know today, and I want to thank you for that. I don't think there is a question that you have not been able to answer yet. Thank you very much for all of your support and your mentorship and your very, very kind interaction with all of us. I look forward to seeing the book that you and Joan will publish about all your travels, the Dave and Joan Guide to Our Planet. So enjoy your time.
Well, I met Dave 5 years ago when I was visiting Dominican as a prospective faculty member. And on that day, Dave and I talked about evolution, insects, biology, science, philosophy, and no matter how well you prepare in coming into a new place, you always have a kind of sense of trepidation. What is this going to be like? Will I fit in here? Is this a place for me? But after meeting Dave and talking to Dave and thinking about it, if Dominican has people like Dave here, then this is the place for me. And I haven't regretted that choice at all. And I've had a wonderful experience working with Dave, learning from Dave, and appreciating Dave as a person. One thing that really strikes me about Dave is his breadth of interests and really how much he reads and thinks about other things beyond science. And you know how sometimes some people will say, I'm not a science person, or I'm not a math person, which I know none of you in the audience say that ever, right? But would Dave ever say, I'm a scientist, I don't read novels, or I'm a scientist, I don't need to think about economics? No, Dave would never say that because Dave does all those things. He reads the New York Times every day. He has a reading list that I think would put most of us to shame. He really thinks broadly and widely about things, and I think that really informs the teaching that he's done too, and what he brings to his students in terms of connections with the outside world and between disciplines. And he's an expert in his field. He is an expert in coleopteran demography and population genetics, which how many people can say that? But he knows a lot about a lot of other things, and I think he really exemplifies the best of us in that he's an expert who's interested and curious in the world and really knows a lot about a lot of things. And he's been a really good mentor to me over the time that I've been here. And I remember one instance in my first year, I was having some issues with some students in a class, and I talked to Dave about it, and he told me, well, you have to be on their side. You have to be their ally. And that might seem obvious to say, but it wasn't And it really helped me. And I think really focusing on that philosophy has really helped my teaching, and other advice and mentoring I've gotten from Dave, I think have really helped me to become the teacher that I am. And I've worked closely with Dave teaching genetics for the past 4 years. And this fall, when I teach genetics again, it's going to be strange because Dave is not going to be teaching the 8:30 a.m. section of genetics. And even though every time we teach a class, it changes slightly and things get altered from year to year, there are still some things that Dave handed to me that I will keep. And in the fall, when the students are crossing the brown-eyed Drosophila with the scarlet-eyed Drosophila, and when their grandchildren have white eyes, then I'm going to remember Dave and think, this is something that Dave developed, he gave to me, and the students are still surprised every time that happens, and it's just really amazing. So, good luck, Dave. It was great working with you. I really appreciate everything you've done, and I really hope you have a great retirement and really enjoy having time to read and travel more, too. Not that you haven't done a lot of that already, but good luck, Dave.
I'm here to congratulate Dave Craig on 15 wonderful years of leadership as chair of the first Natural Science Department and then Biological Sciences Department. And I want to say thank you, most of all, to Dave for shepherding the department through some major transitions in growth and Parmer Hall. During that time we were developing Parmer, we had many blueprints and floor plans and electrical schematics, and Dave kept us all grounded and, no pun intended, and he made us come through this time that was very stressful in terms of designing a building, and also in terms of the growth in student number. We've had over 100% growth in students, and Dave's leadership brought us through these times. He was calm. If I could describe him in any one way, it would be calm. And we took our lead from him, and we came together as a department under his leadership. And when I started 10 years ago, I had little experience and many questions, and I must have knocked on his door 4 or 5 times a day sometimes. And even though the answers weren't always easy, sometimes they were complicated, I always felt better after I left his office. He had a way of helping us through some things that we were still learning. And to this day, I'm still knocking on his door 2 or 3 times a day, and he still has the right answers for me, and I'm going to miss that. So I just wanted to say congratulations, Dave. You've been a wonderful leader of the department, and I can't imagine our department without you. Thank you.